Okay, students, here we go. Here's our new suffix today. We're going to talk about two. ER says and we can use this suffix two different ways. We're going to talk about one way right now. If we are comparing two things, we add the suffix So like I'm comparing two things, I'm comparing this giraffe and this giraffe, and I'm going to say this giraffe is taller than this giraffe. So I've got my base word tall, and I'm adding my suffix to say this giraffe is taller. Okay. Now, if I want to say that, if I want to compare more than two things, I'm going to use my suffix est, which says est. So let's look at this. I'm comparing three things. It's more than two things. I'm comparing three things. So I'm going to use est. So now my suffix looks like this. Tall est. This giraffe is the tallest of all the giraffes. So if I'm comparing two things, I'm going to use And if I'm comparing more than two things, I'm going to use the suffix est. And I'm going to add it to my base word, tall, just like that. Let's take a look at one more example. So again, if I'm comparing two things, I'm going to use So let's see what we've got down here. We have got a tiny little mouse. This mouse is smaller than this mouse. So I have my base word small, and I'm going to add my suffix because I'm only comparing two things. Now let's take a look. If I want to compare more than two things, I have three mice over here. This mouse is the smallest of all the mice. So I'm going to have my base word small and my suffix est, smallest. Okay, now we've looked at those suffixes. Let's take a look again at our suffix types. So we have vowel suffixes and we have consonant suffixes. So far, our poor consonant suffix S is all alone over here. So let's take a look. Our vowel suffixes, remember, they start with vowels, E, I, E. So let's sort est, E-S-T, est. What does it start with? It starts with a vowel, so it's definitely a vowel suffix. Let me see if I can move it. There we go. And put it in our vowel suffix section. Now let's take a look at E-R. So I've got a vowel to begin my suffix, so it's also a vowel suffix. Don't worry, we'll get to some more consonant suffixes later on in the year. So now let's do one more little activity, and I'm going to turn off my highlighter because we're going to build some words. So I've got this girl, and she's running fast, and he's running fast, but she is faster than him. There's only two of them, so I'm comparing two things, and so I'm going to use the suffix ER. She is faster than him. Now let's take a look with this picture. I've got three kids running a race, and this little boy is the fastest of all of them because I'm comparing more than two things. He is the fastest of all. Now let's look at one more example, and then we're going to do some writing. Ooh, let's see. She looks hot. Look, she's even wearing shorts and a tank top and sandals, and she's sweating. She's hot. She is colder than her, for sure. Look, she's all bundled up and she's breathing steam because she's so cold outside. So she is colder than the other girl. So I'm going to use ER because I'm only comparing two things. Now let's look down here. I've got an ice cream cone, I've got an ice cube, and I've got a totally frozen igloo. So my igloo is the coldest of all. I'm comparing three things, so I'm going to use my suffix est. Right on. Now, what I want you to get is I want you to get a whiteboard or a piece of paper and a pencil and a whiteboard or a marker, and we're going to do a little writing, and then we're going to get our writing journals. So I changed back to the slide with the giraffes because they're so cute. So we're going to write two words. One is going to have the suffix er, and one's going to have the suffix est. Let's check it out. So let's write the word quicker. So the dog is quicker than the cat. Maybe. Actually, it's probably the other way around, but that's okay. So quicker. Let's tap out our base word, which is quick. Quick. Now we're going to write quicker. Ooh, let's see. I have a buddy letter there. Q-U always go together. Quick. And I've got my CK digraph at the end because I have a short vowel sound and then the k sound. So quick is my base word and is my suffix. So now I'm going to underline my base word and circle my suffix. And I've got quicker. I hope yours looks just like mine. Now let's say, so a dog is quicker than a cat, but a cheetah is the quickest of all of them. So let's tap out our base word quick again. Quick. And now we're going to write quickest. So quick. Great. And then my suffix est. Quickest. So I'm underlining my base word quick, and I'm going to circle my suffix est. Quickest. There we go. I hope yours looks like mine. Now I'm going to pause to give you time to get your writing journal or your student journal. It's your monster book, and I'll be right back. I'm going to erase my whiteboard because I'm going to use my whiteboard. Okay, I'm back. So I want you to get your student notebook out if you have it, and we're going to turn to that page 26 again. So we're on page 26, 2 and 6, and we're going to look at this section here where I have ER, let me show you, and EST. There we go. So under ER, we're going to write the word softer. And let's tap out our base word soft. Soft. Now we're going to write softer. Softer. I'm going to underline my base word and circle my suffix. Like my pillow is softer than your pillow. I'm comparing me and you. Now let's say my husband has the softest pillow of all of us. So I'm comparing me, you, and my husband. So now I'm comparing more than two things. So I'm going to add est at the end. Let's tap out our base word soft again. Soft. And now I'm going to write softest. And then EST for my suffix, softest. There I go. So now I've got my suffix ER and my suffix EST. Now go to the next video because I'm going to show you something else. ER can mean something different also. See you there.